So if the Purge was real, I would actually go out in the streets and, this is recording and it's going to go on the internet to where government officials could actually get a hold of this. Huh. During the Purge, I would walk an old lady across the street and save a cat from a tree and recycle. That's what I would do during the Purge. Please don't arrest me. Welcome to Real Reviews. I'm Chase Lee. I'm here to review The Purge, Anarchy. This is written and directed by James DeMonico, and he also wrote and directed the first one. Now, my quick thoughts on the first Purge. I did not like it. I thought the concept is very, very cool. I mean, come on. All crime legal for 12 hours? You can't beat that. That's a great idea. But I thought the execution was like a just average horror movie, and it just didn't work. Like, with a concept that, like, interesting and that large, dive into the psychological aspects of it. Dive into, like, multiple different people's perspectives instead of one family. Or, you know, just take it out in the streets. That's exactly what the second one does, and it's better than the first one. So let me break this down. So the directing in this one I thought was way better because, one, it focused on more people, and it wasn't just one family. It was like a different variety of separate situations that could trigger someone to want to purge. And I thought that was great because it does dive into like the psychological aspect of, like, you know, human beings and like what we would actually do during the purge if we had the chance and if we would have the guts or balls to do it. I really enjoyed that aspect about this one, and like I said, it was way better than the first one in that regard. The first one was lacking that, and it just took the horror route. But this didn't even feel like a horror movie. It just felt like a thriller almost. It felt like a kind of like a psychological thriller to a point, and I was totally okay with that. So I thought the directing was just it captured the essence of the Purge and like the whole concept, and just dove deeper into that. And I really appreciate the directing on DeMonico's part for that. Overall, you know, the tone's just like the first one's very dark, very gritty. You know, the dialogue is a little cheesy every now and then. I'm not going to praise this movie on its dialogue, but there are a couple moments where it was unintentionally funny, but, you know, Michael Bay did produce this. Let's throw that out there. No, don't listen, it's okay. Just because Michael Bay's name on this doesn't mean it's like a stench that you should just stay away from. It's okay. He won't touch you. His name is just on it. But, you know, he did produce this along with Jason Blum, who also produced the first one, and he's done like Insidious, The Conjuring, Paranormal Activity. Like, this guy's a beast. And so this does capture the essence of the first one in the sense of like the tone and the feel of it, plus diving into those aspects, which I wanted them to do in the first one. So directing in that regard, great, fantastic, I love it. The acting, you know, listen, the main character, Frank Grillo, who's going to be Crossbones in Captain America 3, and we saw a tease of that in number 2. Whoops, spoiler alert, it's been out for 3 months, and plus he's on the IMDb credits. So Frank Grillo plays like the main badass dude, and I thought he did a really good job, and he can actually carry a movie. He's got that dark, brooding feel to his character, which works because he looks like that. But everyone else is just, you know, this is a very low budget movie. Let's throw that out there. But like I said, Frank Grillo, like he carried this movie, like essentially, and I thought he did a fantastic job. And if it wasn't for him, every actor would be god awful. So 99% bad acting for the most part, and then you got that 1% that Frank Grillo slot. It's just, it makes it. It's good. It levels everything out. Cinematography, I actually thought was really interesting because the first one, you're in a house. There's only so much you can do. But this one, you have the city. You have the widest landscape to do your movie in. Make it look good. It looked great. I liked the darkness of the whole city. I liked the fact that there was hardly any cars on there. It was like a deserted post-apocalyptic wasteland. It was great. I thought everything was shot pretty well. It's not like, you know, Oscar-worthy status, but I thought it was shot pretty well. Editing wise, this movie is like an hour 43, and I was not bored once. I think that's why I like this one a lot more, is because it was just more interesting than be like, you have these characters that are stuck in the city while this purge is going on. Like, that's makes your heart beat. Like, there was a couple moments where it was super tense. I was like, oh man, I'm actually tense during this movie. What's going on? Like, this is blasphemy. So I thought the editing wise, like the pace was very, very good. It keeps you interested because you want to see where like their night takes them. Like they have 12 hours to last through this thing, and there's a lot of objectives that each character has to do. There's a lot of things that happen that divert their objectives. Like so, it's very interesting to watch to see it just kind of play out. So overall, I gotta say, guys, I really enjoy this. And listen, I'm about as geeky as you can imagine. I mean, hell, I have a Marvel poster and a DC poster on the back of my wall. But I do get tired of comic book movies every so often if there's not enough long of a break. This summer we've had Amazing Spider-Man 2, we've had X-Men, we've had Godzilla, 22 Jump Street, Transformers, which I did not see, nor will I see, even though I like the first three as guilty pleasures. And then, of course, you have Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, which is awesome. And then you have this one that's a smaller budget thriller, kind of horror-esque, that just kind of shines through based on the sheer fact that it's way different than anything we've seen this summer so far. So great counter-programming on Jason Blum's part. Keep cranking those movies out, man. I love Insidious 1 and 2. I love The Conjuring. I love the Paranormal Activity franchise. I did not like the first Purge, so that was like your first misstep. But overall, man, I like every movie that you do. This is one of them. I love The Purge Anarchy. I'm going to give this thing a strong 7 out of 10. I think it's great counter-programming to this whole summer so far. If you want to catch like a really, like I said, it's not even a horror movie. It's like horror-esque. It's got like a, kind of like a mist of horror like sprinkled through top, but like it's not a horror movie. It's like a thriller. I really enjoyed it. There was a lot of stuff like emotionally, like deep down between each character that you could definitely tell. I mean, yeah, you can't get them out of them because it's not an Oscar bait movie, but you can tell what they were going for, and I really appreciate it, and that's what I wanted to do in the first one. So have you seen The Purge Anarchy? If you have, or if you're going to see it, comment in that places right below my face and let me know. And as an added bonus, tell me what you would do during The Purge if this thing was real. We've all got stuff we want to do. Let me know. So that is my review of The Purge Anarchy. If like I said, if you've seen it, like I would like to know if like you guys like the first one because, like I said, I didn't really care for it. So that will do it, guys. That is the review. So thanks for watching more reviews. I'm Chase Lee, and tune in next time for whatever I review next. See you guys later.